Well, it looks like in this video, they're going to throw a beach party, like Bubble suggested episodes ago. What's going on, guys? My name is Morgan and welcome to or back to my channel. Today we're continuing the amazing digital circus. So episode 7 just dropped and it's called Beach Episode. And the little trailer sneak peek thing they gave us or they previewed at a convention had them all in like swimsuits and stuff. So I don't know. I doubt it's as wholesome as it seems though, because based off the way they left the last episode with Jax and him having like this existential crisis and have like a full-blown like anxiety/panic attack, I'm sure they're gonna traumatize us in this one though, as they tend to do. As always, before we get into it, if you want the full uncut video, that's available over on the Patreon. If you want to follow me on social media, you can do so here. Also on Patreon, I have Patreon exclusives. Right now I'm doing the Mighty 9. I've also done My Adventures with Superman, Wednesday Season 2, Doctor Who, Vox Machina, and Inside Man in the past over there. Yeah, I think that's all the business. All that being said, let's get into this.
Is the adventure over already?
No, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
Don't be a narc! I will never not be amazed at the lengths Zubul goes through to not be involved in Kane's adventures. They literally took themselves apart and put themselves in a box just as their parts. Like, the dedication is unreal from Zubul.
Not that, it's just that we haven't even seen Kane at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you.
That's...
Hi, Zubul.
Oh, they're so cute! Ah! I love Zubul and Gangle so much. They are adorable. They're adorable. I love them. I think their dynamic is my favorite in the show, if I had to pick a favorite as of right now. Also, the fact Kane's missing is very concerning, because he always just pops in unwanted, so...
Go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole. I hope you can handle yourselves until I get back.
Milk and cigarette casserole.
You should ask me for suggestions on what to do instead.
No.
What should we do instead?
No, Kangle.
Zubul's like, God damn it, Gangle, we were so close! We were so fucking close! I doubt anything Kane recommends is going to be peaceful, wholesome, you know.
For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
What? The Chinese room?
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door. But I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice. You're only making the joke take longer.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Then what was the purpose of asking the Chinese store? Oh my god. Kane, I don't have the patience for him sometimes. I swear to God. I'm like, just get to the fucking point, my guy.
Just hang out at the digital lake. These locations have just kinda been there this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them.
That is true.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
A freaking beach party. Good boy. I don't know why I assumed Bubble was a girl. I think it's the voice. Also, like, they've just been in the circus tent the entire time. There was the lake that he showed Pomni in the beginning. He also showed another part. I can't remember what it was. So I'm glad they're finally addressing the other parts of, you know, the digital world without Kane having to make up levels and stuff.
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Have fun.
Oh my god.
So who wants to try Kane's magical changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
You're brave, Pomni. You are brave.
If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call!
I don't want a sunburn.
Should've thought of that before I decided I hate you!
Gangle, wait.
Oh my god. Gangle and her freaking anime tropes, man. I can't. I've watched like maybe 5 animes in my entire life. So that's the only way I know this is a trope, because it's so common that out of the 5 I've watched, it showed up in at least 2 or 3 of them. I just love the constant callbacks to Gangle being such a nerd and loving anime so much in manga. It's beautiful. Yeah, where is Jax? It's been awfully quiet. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil.
I'll get it.
Aww. Damn, that's a deep lake.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
Is that the fucking guy? What's his name? Zach? God damn it, what's his name? Zach something from Smiling Friends. I watch Smiling Friends because my friend is obsessed with it, and I would have never checked it out. But yeah, Charlie, that's the yellow one, yeah. I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure his name's Zach something. I can't remember, though.
Not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest?
She could just breathe underwater here?
Spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies. You ruined it.
You ruined it.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Why is the fish so relatable, though? Like, me at any minor inconvenience, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. Oh my god. Also, like, where the fuck did Ragatha's eye go? Did Kane make them an adventure, but didn't tell them it was an adventure? Because this feels like a Kane-written, like, plot or something. The fact that these NPCs just need their help.
Somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
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 Oh, wait, you're right.
Oh my god.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano.
Aren't you
Yeah, a
supposed
bucket
to
of
be
water's
miserable
letting
about
you
your
off pretty
ability to
easy.
choose-
I've been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
Aww. Again, I love what they do with Zubal's character and the non-binary representation of just accepting you don't need to be one way or another. You could keep changing it and it's totally fine. I love that. I stick to more like androgynous look, but some people that identify as non-binary will dress masculine some days, feminine other days. So I love that they're addressing that with Zubal's, approach on their body parts and how they're okay with, no constants and continuously switching them out. They don't always need to have the same parts, which I love.
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Yeah, Jax, maybe we
Good
could
thing I
start
don't have any
talking.
problems then.
Yeah,
Where are you going?
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
he just doesn't want to be asked questions and asked to talk about his feelings. Look at little shrimp.
Hello there! How's the shrimp NPC?
As the shrimp NPC. What? Oh, there's the mannequin again. Oh, not the fried shrimp. Pomni's like, that could have been me. Pomni, you gonna just leave good shrimp lying around? That shit's expensive. Eat that shit. The fact the mannequin's like, come here. Oh, give us the lore with the mannequin. So I'm assuming they're not just blank photos. I'm assuming it's too dark to see them. So does he keep his room constantly dark so he can't see the photos? If I'm assuming Ribbit and Kaufmo, like when he was friends with them or friendly with them, so he can't really remember them or feel guilty. I feel like subconsciously he feels like he's the reason they abstracted. Because we kind of got into this last episode where Jax was pushing Pomni away when she got close to him. It's most likely because he's afraid of anyone getting close to him because the past two people that have gotten close to him have abstracted, so he feels like he's the common denominator and he's the reason. Yeah. Okay, Ori flipped them over. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Aww. And he was genuinely happy. What the fuck? Is he hallucinating this shit? Or is it actually here? What the fuck? He get teleported inside a kaleidoscope? And why doesn't he have any clothes on? Did that hand slip him some psychedelics? Jesus. Oh, and he's seeing Ribbit. Oh, the blobs are taking on the form of Ribbit. Oh, and Cough. Oh, good lord. So, like, is this inside an abstracted person? Like, what is this? Because, like, the constant hue shifting is reminding me of the eyes of, you know, characters that have abstracted. It's gotta be some reason, right, though, that he's in this, like, druggy, psychedelic state, and he seems to be, like, almost, like, accepting something. Yeah, does it not look like abstraction eyes? It looks like abstraction eyes to me. Usually, with the abstracted people, their bodies are just, like, a black silhouette, but the eyes glow. But here, the eyes look black, and, like, the bodies are glowing. Oh my god. Was he in the process of abstracting? I think he might have been, because why else? He must have been in the process and, you know, the ding snapped him out of it. And again, the heartbeat, the panic attack, the anxiety. I would never expect Jax to have this kind of room, you know, with like rainbows and bright colors, and also like the 3 seats at the table, one for Kaufmo, one for Jax, and one for Ribbit. Oh, and there's his key to everyone's room. Oh, there's like a box with Kaufmo on it, I think. Oh, and there's the 5 and 7 again. That's been a constant Easter egg lately. Oh, and there's another key in the corner. Oh, there's multiple keys.
He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Kane completely overlooked me.
That's what Kane meant when he snapped Gummy Goo out of existence and was like, if I forget who the real people are and the NPCs, so he's clearly done it before. That line has always stuck out to a lot of Amazing Digital Circus people. I'm glad it's coming back. We thought it was Jax for a bit, but obviously that wasn't the case because Jax seems to be a real person. But like the fact that they brought that back and they were building up this plot point all the way back in like episode 2 is insane.
I think I found the way to leave.
The way
Oh.
to leave.
Yes, the way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
Yes, but please, keep it discreet. If Kane catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
Remember the thousands of all-seeing eyes on you? I feel like he definitely knows. But it was smart of this mannequin person to just pretend like they're an NPC so that they had the chance to try and find an exit. Because, you know, if Kane knew, he would have never let them just lollygag about and try and find an exit.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane listening in on us.
These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
Oh my lord.
Wait,
That's a lot of keys.
don't you want to come with us?
Are we not gonna get Zooble and Gangle too? Okay, they're there. Okay, we're good.
Where is Kane?
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you.
Even Kinger?
helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for...
Wait, is that fucking Abel? I literally just saw a TikTok on this. One of my moderators sent it to me. I can't remember the freaking username, but they were literally saying, like, what if Abel shows up in this episode? Because on the gun it said Kane and Abel. This has got to be Abel then. This must have been the other AI that was, you know, there to keep Kane in check or something. I'm just shocked this is Abel. That person on TikTok fucking called it. That's amazing. And right before this episode came out too. Oh my god. That person's the new game theorist, the new map pad. Jesus.
Has anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Kane sees
What
us.
the fuck was up with that look, Pomni? Computerized edition. CNA. Kane and Abel. Is that just Pomni being like, we just wasted all of our time trying to get these fucking keys in the hole, and the doors are locked?
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
What? Why, because Kinger, like, helped design the game?
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus. I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life.
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
I can see it, the clumsiness.
They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the computer in special stasis pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
So you're telling me, Kinger, mannequin dude that I'm just gonna call Abel for the time being, because I'm pretty convinced it's Abel. Wait, would it be Abel though? Because I would assume Abel would also be an AI along with Kane, because Kane and Abel, like, they're the same thing. The whole thing in the Bible, you know, Kane killed Abel. This show likes to throw twists in there, so I'm like, I feel like no matter how much I theorize, I'm not gonna be right, you know? But okay, so according to this dude's story, I'm just gonna call him Mannequin Man for the time being, because I don't know if he's Abel or not. Now I'm questioning myself. It's crazy, though, that the higher-ups of this game would literally force employees to have VR headsets on and put them in, like, homeostasis pods to keep them, like, that is fucked up. That is so fucked up. So when he says, like, Kinger and I did things we're not proud of, did they put the headsets on some people then? Because they said they're, like, employees and they, like, worked on the game. So, like, was it just a matter of, like, other people, you know, weren't coming out of it, so they got sent in, or I don't know. Like, and Kinger's got a thing with bugs, so was he put into the game to try and find the bugs in the game that wasn't allowing people to leave? They gave us 5 minutes of a beach episode, and then we're like, okay, lore time, wrap it up.
Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here. They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office, but he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that won't be able to leave with us.
Oh. So, okay, so if Kane isn't able to leave with them, I'm assuming the reason he doesn't want them to leave is because he doesn't want to be left alone. He doesn't want to be lonely. I would assume he'd still have Bubble, because him and Bubble are, like, oh no, wait, the theory person said Bubble is probably Kane. I have such a freaking just jumbled memory. It was Bubble that the theory person was theorizing is Kane, because they share, like, a tongue. Like that thing in episode, I think it was 4, where, like, he tells Bubble to patch the leak. You know, when Kane's tongue comes out, Bubbles goes in. So, like, okay. So this has got to be a developer then. This can't be Abel, I don't think. It's like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Abel would be, like, an AI, which is why I was confused earlier.
Okay. You know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure, and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
Yeah, Jax is afraid of having false hope. But also, like, what about all the people that abstracted? They're just supposed to stay in the circus as well?
I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me apart from any other blank NPCs.
That's a good idea.
What should we call you? Do you have a name?
My name is Abel.
Huh?
He's Abel?
But anyway, first things first, we need to get that key.
I don't trust that that's Abel. I don't know. Like, maybe it's the freaking theory thing my mod sent me, but I'm like, I have my suspicions. I don't know. Because to me, CNA, Kane and Abel, it would make sense for both of them to be AI if Kane is AI, unless Kane isn't AI. I don't know. I don't fucking know. They told us he's AI though, but I'm like, was that just like a red herring? And I feel like I'm losing my marbles. I have very few marbles to begin with, and the few that I have are rolling away from me as the more I watch this.
Hey, Kane, you around?
Hey, Jax. I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
I kind of feel bad for Kane, though, I'm not gonna lie. Because we saw he was kind of losing his mind at the end of the last episode, where no one chose him as their favorite character. And the fact now somebody wants to hang out with him, when people just, like, constantly, like, not even realized he wasn't there, or not wanted really to do anything with it. Like, this is kind of messed up. I feel kind of bad. Oh, empathy's a curse at times like this.
What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni?
The Zooble, the
We should
Pomni.
figure out what to order first.
Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
What are your thoughts on cedar smoked salmon? I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my... This is the most phantasmical moment of my...
And there it goes. And there it goes. The AOL dial-up noise returns. I think it's very strategic, though, that they had Jax be the one to do this, because he does seem like the best actor, because he's been acting like, you know, like, oh, I'm just a jerk, there's nothing more to me, just leave me alone. So, I feel like he was the perfect one to put in charge of this. Ugh.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah. I was thinking this.
Yeah, I don't trust this fucking mannequin now, because why are we leaving Kinger out of it? Abel says, you know, he doesn't want to approach him after everything that happened. I don't trust I don't know. I'm usually right about this shit, okay? Like, I feel crazy in the moment, but I'm usually right about this shit. So there's a part of me that's like, wait, maybe my paranoia is warranted. Maybe I'll be right again. I don't know.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's
Tommy
also
seems to
helped
know
me
the
through
most.
Some of my hardest times here. I trust him the most out of everybody.
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
We love Kinger, love. Hell yeah.
I don't know, I think it's kind of strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, things between us are complicated. And you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
Who the fuck is in that locket?
Like Kufmo and Ribbit.
I don't know. But let's hope for the best, right? And here we are.
This has just been here the entire time, and no one has stumbled across it on accident, or been thrown into the wall or something.
Make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to
Oh, here he goes again.
by giving you guys anything you ask for.
Ask for an exit.
We're gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
Yeah, it's weird that he's just had these pictures of, I'm assuming, the CNA office. If not the abandoned building Pomni went into, that's if they're not the same. I would assume they are the same since, you know, the headset was there, but just that he wants to know more. They gave Kane the bare minimum, maybe so he wouldn't become too self-aware. I feel like there's a reason, though, that Kane doesn't really know that much about life outside the circus or this building, but he somehow has a little bit of knowledge of it.
Should we tell Kinger what's happening?
I think we should.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions.
Yeah, but Kinger's your friend.
Couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though.
Yeah, what if Kinger's not even in there?
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me. Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers and...
Who?
Yeah, the fact Kinger doesn't know, red flags everywhere. Like, you get a red flag, you get a red flag, everybody gets a red flag. Kinger, who has been here the longest, who has knowledge of some kind with coding, that he was able to give Ragatha butterflies to heal her health, and he just made it up. There is something wrong here. Like, Abel is not trustworthy. Me no likey. Even if there was a way to leave, I don't think Kinger would leave because his wife is still here. He still hasn't, you know, found a way to unabstract his wife.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Yeah.
Oh. Who could he have waiting for him?
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
I feel like Kinger would know how to fix something. Because his whole thing's like bugs. He's interested in bugs. Bugs are another thing for like glitches or things that are not right with the program. So I feel like the reason Abel doesn't want Kinger having access is because Kinger could potentially fix something. My mind is going a million miles a minute. Like, I'm thinking of every possible outcome and not committing to one single thing. The thoughts just keep going, you know? And, like, I can't even voice the thoughts because, like, the moment I process a thought, a new one starts. This is just my daily life. But now that they're giving me lore, it's even harder to try and, you know, vocalize what's going on up here.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the others.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough.
Yeah, that's not enough of an answer for me. I wouldn't be doing jack shit.
Let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and...
I think Jax was onto something. It's weird that it's a hand.
Wait, pardon me.
Huh?
Damn it!
Did you say something?
Put it back in the fort! Go back in the fort with him! The fat Kinger said wait, and he was in the dark, and he was, you know, in his right mind. Pomni, please put the pieces together. Please, I beg of you, put the pieces together. Get him back in the fort. Go in the fort with him. Discuss. Oh, I'm stressed!
Kane always did have trouble with cube collisions.
Oh boy. And the fact they're bringing the cube collision thing back.
Why me?
Jax, everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, like basketball.
That's the way in the Kane's office? So, red and blue. Kane is red, blue bubble, maybe? I still don't trust that Abel. Technically, the mannequin could be Abel and be AI, but just not as intricate as Kane. I don't know. The red and blue color choice is interesting. Also, the star. Hold on. If that side of the door is Kane's door, I would assume the big star is Kane, and maybe the little one's Bubble? I don't trust any of this.
I want Kinger to go before me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
I feel like he would have left Kinger behind if Pomni had not ensured that Kinger goes before her.
How are you getting up?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
That's ominous as shit. What's the right choice?
Whew. I was getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
Understandable. Reasonable. Oh, Kinger, tell us what you were going to tell us. What are these orbs in the background? Are these his eyes? Like crystal ball eyes kind of deal? Oh, they're the
Abel said
ventures.
the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
Crappy fish, gloink, gummy elephant. Okay, so these are all like the rigs. Mannequin NPC, that's what that is.
I guess this is it. We're leaving the circus.
It's understandable I have mixed emotions. They've been trapped here for God only knows how long, each of them. So, you know, it's gotta be a little scary. Aww. Come on, Jax.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us.
Oh. Jax is clearly going through it. He's got to be nervous as to what comes next. Okay, again, the red and the blue. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't tell me. It's literally like the red pill and the blue pill. I've never seen the movie that it's from. Hold on, let me look up that reference. Hold on. The pills represent the choice between remaining in a state of blissful ignorance, blue, or accepting a painful reality, red. The red button will close the console and keep the players inside the circus. The blue button will end the game and disconnect all players. So the fact that the color is reversed, I wonder if that's intentional? Because it seems like the opposite. Like, it seems like the way it's worded, blue is the truth, the real world. Red is the imaginary world inside of the circus. But it's like, you know, like the opposite, where they push the blue button and it's actually the red option of everyone stuck in the circuit. I don't know. I don't trust any of this. I would not be good in these kinds of situations because I'm so fucking paranoid.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are
It's
you sure
dark.
he's all the way here?
Hey.
What if there's something we don't know?
Yeah,
Maybe
trust
we should
Kinger, please.
Give it a little more time? What if it's a trick or something?
Yeah.
Why would there be a trick
Thank you.
console in Kane's office? Like, no matter what we press, Kane's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know and
Yeah, don't be hasty.
vote
Oh,
on
this
it
is
or
freaking Jax out.
something.
Oh god! Not again! What the fuck? Okay, so he's having flashes back to his life then. It must be like where he lived or... But they're not supposed to remember anything from their, like, their names or anything, or even, like, what they used to do, but they do. That's the thing, I don't... Jax, don't abstract. Oh, Lord.
You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it.
This was really all a fucking adventure he made up? Are we fucking joking? Why would he give them the option, though? Like, that, it doesn't make any sense. Why would he give them the option to leave? I don't trust any of this.
You're getting too smart. Time to delete.
It was a hot dog?
The CNA stuff,
Dude, like, is this not going to make them abstract, though? You're giving them false hope they could have left. They were so close to making it to their real lives, and now it's all gone. If anything would make someone abstract, I think it would be something like this.
I can't believe I was right!
Okay, he's gone completely manic.
would have happened if we picked the other button.
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head. You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait.
Oh, they're becoming aware that he was able to mess with their memories and their minds. Oh, God. Kane, if they didn't like you before, they're really not going to like you after this. Like, what were you thinking, my guy? You cannot force people to like you and hang out with you.
I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
What about Jax's tail?
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that!
Scratch was the first abstraction?
Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
What the fuck? All right, I want to go back and hear what he had to say.
Have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
Okay, so he was clearly slipping up with a lot of stuff there.
If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Wait, okay, so when Kane tries to do more than just temporary mind altercations, that's what makes them abstract? That's what I'm getting out of that.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just
And the fact
here to
that panicked
have
him.
Fun.
I said it once, I'll say it again. What the actual fuck? Okay, so Kane's clearly been lying about a lot of shit. The fact Jax was like, you messed with my head, you got into my head, you made me choose that button. The fact that they were even contemplating it, I feel like panicked Kane, and he got in Jax's head and made him hit the button. But that also explains like the vegan thing, but also like the fact that Jax thought he had a tail when he didn't. Like, I feel like that has something to do with it. The assumption that when Kane was like, if I do anything else, something really bad happens or whatever, like the abstraction. So if he tries to do anything more than temporary, that's what causes them to abstract. What the fuck did he do to Queenie, to Ribbit, to Kaufmo to make them abstract it? It must have been they were so obsessed with at least with Kaufmo, he was so obsessed with finding the exit door, and he might have been onto something, and then Kane abstracted him by trying to you know, permanently change his mind and make him forget about it. Holy fuck. They just waterboarded us with lore. Like, that is insanity, that whole episode. So much for a just calm, little fun beach episode. I knew it wasn't gonna be that. I was like, this is a false comfort. They're gonna fuck us up, and that they did. Then, like, the whole Abel thing. Abel's gotta be Bubble then, right? Because, like, the mannequin was an NPC, an intelligent NPC that Kane made. But the fact that it's still CNA makes me think of Abel, and the little, like, stars on the door. There was the big one with the little one next to it. Could that be, you know, Bubble? I would assume. Where was Bubble in all of this? We didn't see Bubble at all this episode. Oh yeah, he did appear in the first half. He appeared for like 10 seconds. There's what, 1 episode, 2 more episodes of this? I can't remember, but we are just off and running. All right, well, I need to go process everything, and definitely I gotta do like several rewatches to take all that in, because that was absolutely insane. Like, my head actually hurts from all that information. So I'm gonna go. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments below. If you want the full uncut video, it's 1 hour and 4 minutes. That's available over on the Patreon. And thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.